Good morning and welcome to Daylight with Dean number 209 on November 11th, 2020. That would be on 11/11/2020. There you go. I've been looking forward to saying that all morning. Let's see here how we're sounding. Saying that all morning. My friend pointed out that I say, there you go, a lot. My youngest daughter also gave me her perspective of one of the things that I always say. One of the ways I always say things in my sermons. It's a little too early for me to remember exactly the setting, so I appreciate it when people notice idiosyncratic things about me and celebrate them with me. Thank you. Well, one of the idiosyncrasies that I have is I enjoy my coffee black, and I enjoy my coffee first thing in the morning, and I haven't had any yet. And I have my Vince coffee mug today. All I need today is a little bit of coffee and a whole lot of Jesus. And how? I mean, the amount of Jesus I need compared to coffee is not even close. Whole lot of Jesus. Let's enjoy our first sip of coffee together this morning. As my mother would often say, pure joy. Pure joy. It's great to be with you. Thank you so much. So grateful for another morning, for air in my lungs, the gift of breath every morning. So thankful for that. Yesterday I had mentioned in Daylight, asked if I don't remember exactly where I got with it, but I was going to tell you a story about losing our 4-year-old daughter Zoe when we lived in Mississippi. So I don't think I mentioned this before on Daylight, but if I had, it's been a long time. By the way, went to Sam's Club on Saturday night with Leslie, and she located this $16 shirt for me. It's the Habit brand that I've been buying this summer, and this was the 2XL, double extra large shirt they had on the shelf that I had not purchased yet. And she liked it. She said, I want you to buy this. And I said, okay. So couldn't wear it Sunday morning because it was Steeler jersey morning. Couldn't wear it Monday morning because it was Steeler jersey wearing morning because they won. Couldn't wear it yesterday morning because I wanted to wear my goal shirt and see how close I was coming. And I left the tags on the goal shirt. Symbolically, if I don't get there, I want to be able to return it. I'm not going to return it, but I'm not taking the tags off until I can wear it in public and it fits properly. And so first day I get to wear this shirt. I'm grateful for just the gym that I get to work out at in Tarentum Monday through Friday morning at 6:30, and then Monday, Tuesday, Thursday morning at my friend's house in his basement. We do some YouTube stuff, and grateful for that. And every morning I wake up and I'm like, there's less of me. Now it's very incremental, but I really am so grateful and proud of those of you that are deciding to go every morning to the gym or do exercise of some sort. Way to go. It was full body yesterday, and that is becoming just a real grueling day for me. And I just told Gary halfway through, I'm like, it's happening again. Like, my heart rate is so high and my breathing is so uncontrolled. I'm like, I'm losing it. He goes, you got it. Pull it back together. You got it. And I did. But it's such a fascinating dynamic when I'm like, I can't survive this. And then I get to the end, I was like, I survived this. And then I'm driving home and I'm like, I feel like $1 million. And when I go to bed, I'm like, I'm exhausted. I talk to myself a lot, if you can't tell. So in about 99, a little over 20 years ago, we lived in Tupelo, Mississippi, and the furniture industry was a very large part of that economic system in that community. They would say at the time that second only to High Point, North Carolina, Tupelo's furniture industry was second only to that in the whole nation. And twice a year they would have furniture market where these enormous warehouses in this whole section of town would get rented out to vendors who would come and bring their wares and display them, and buyers from all over the country and all over the world would come and descend upon this little town of Tupelo, Mississippi for a week at a time. And our little town of Tupelo, Mississippi did not have enough hotels for everybody, so you could rent your house out for the week. And this is before Airbnb and all that, so you did it through the furniture market. There was a person in charge of helping with that, and just about all of our friends did it, so we decided to go ahead and do it. And we could rent our house for a whopping $800 for the week. Now, as someone in their early 30s, living on one income with a wife and 3 children, that was big time money. We did it twice a year, every time we could. And I think the second time we did it was like August of 99 or August of 2000, somewhere in there. Zoe was 4 or 5 years old. We think she was 4. So it would have been August of 99. We were packing the car because we would often either come home to Pennsylvania for the week and visit, or live at the church for the week. This particular time we were driving home, and we spent the morning getting the house ready to leave for the people that were renting it from us. And then we spent the rest of the afternoon packing the car up, ready to go. And it was about 4 in the afternoon, and we're ready to go. And we have Zoe and Abby, maybe my youngest, I can't remember if he was born yet or not. And we're ready to go, and we can't find Zoe. And we lived in a 3-bedroom ranch in a community, in a neighborhood. We had a large back yard that was fenced in the whole way around, except where the driveway came in to go around behind the house. And we couldn't find Zoe. And I'm certain it was for 20 minutes we looked. It felt like 3 hours. We looked in every piece of furniture, under every bed, and we're getting to the point of we have to call the police, that we are panicking beyond panic. And Leslie and I were in our bedroom, and she's like, "Where is Zoe?" Because we were screaming for her, calling for her, nothing. She's like, "Where is Zoe?" And she flopped down on the bed and flopped back in. I'm trying to say the word exasperation. And exasperation. And when she did, her king size bed we had all these throw pillows up against it. She went back and then she kind of sat up and she started patting the pillows and she started lifting the pillows. And somehow Zoe had chosen to lay down on our bed between the headboard, at the top of the headboard, and the mattress. And I don't know if she crawled in there. I don't know if she just laid down there and Leslie, making our bed through the throw pillows up against it, and didn't notice her. But she was fast asleep against the headboard, and we were so relieved but thoroughly exhausted. I mean, the plan was to drive 13 hours through the night, get to Pennsylvania about 6 in the morning. And Leslie's a good driver at night. I loved to drive at night back in the day. And we were so exhausted, we got like 3 hours out of Tupelo. We got just west of Nashville. And we're like, we're exhausted. We can't go anymore. We stopped and rented a hotel, and which probably ate $60 of our $800 we were making for the week. So just thought of that 2 days ago and told a friend that story, and hadn't recounted that in quite some time. That was scary stuff. That was scary stuff. So there are lots of reasons that we are grateful for my oldest daughter, Zoe. That put a real scare into us. Well, I hope you enjoyed that beautiful, spectacular day yesterday. I didn't watch the weather last evening, so I don't know if we got close to a record high or not. It felt glorious. Had a board meeting for the Need Cafe that I serve on the board in the afternoon. And we didn't meet in the conference room. We met outside on the back side patio, and had our board meeting out there. That was quite something on November 10th to be able to do that much outside. Then went and helped my friend at about 4:45. Helped my friend finish loading the trailer. I had left the trailer there, the cover trailer there, the day before, so that he could start getting it loaded when a friend came at 4:15 to help. And by the time I got there at 4:45, right before 5 o'clock when I changed into my clothes, the trailer was totally packed, just about. So helped carried some boxes out, closed the trailer up, drove out to the storage rental place and unloaded it. Finished up there just right at 6 o'clock, and then drove to the church for our church board meeting. And I had taken I was at the previous board meeting in my decent clothes. Then when I got to the house, I changed into my work clothes. And so I got to the church at about 10 after 6 and had to change back into my decent clothes for my meeting. and one of the board members was there helping us load the trailer. And I walked into the church and I had my decent clothes on, and he's like, "Did you change?" And I said, "Yes." He goes, "Where did you change?" Well, I had an empty covered trailer behind my truck with a side door on it, so I just went in the empty trailer and changed in there. It was quite amusing, changing in the dark. Oh, that was funny. That was funny. Grateful for our church council, for their wisdom and their participation, and working on budget items, and that is always just a very important time to get together to look at numbers, and we spent some time planning out the end of year giving initiatives and what we're going to be raising money for at the end of 2020, and felt very, very, very good about the things that we landed on. We will, I'll hit those details after we get it all finalized. And I'm just grateful for the church council, grateful for the leadership, grateful for the people at the river that have chosen to be on this journey, called to be on this journey together at both campuses. Just very, very grateful. And so got home, stayed late and visited afterwards, and got home about 9:30. Got my dinner, and then sat in the recliner about 10 o'clock to watch a few things, and next thing I know, I'm waking up and it's midnight. And I feel well rested as I go up and I crawl into my bed, and it was one of those times when you crawl in bed and you're like, oh, it just felt so good. So this morning at the gym will be lower body day, or leg day as we call it, and it's the most challenging from a muscular standpoint, because I just the leg exercises are hard. Cardiovascular, the challenging day is full body, but leg day is the one that makes your muscles hurt, and your leg muscles, you can't like avoid using them the rest of the day. So like every step, every moment, it's like, oh, it's exhausting. So I have that. I'm grateful for that. So grateful. And by come 8 o'clock this morning, I will have had 5 workouts in 3 days, and then helping my friend move and load up. It's been quite exhilarating. So I'm enjoying that. Now, just so you know, I don't talk about this a lot in my sermon. So it's part of why I love Daylight, is I can just talk about other things. So I don't talk about exercising and all that as much as I do on during this time, because right after this time I go work out. So thank you for being on here with me this morning. I hope that you had a great day. I hope you enjoyed the weather. I hope you find the rain today refreshing and replenishing. And the street department, when I came home at 9:30 yesterday morning, had been by, and all the leaves were gone. It was glorious. And then by the time I went to my first board meeting, the entire yard and driveway was covered with leaves again. It was one of those big leaf fall days with no wind, and you could just, if you just stood outside, you just heard, you just heard leaves falling all day long. It was really cool. It was really cool. So hope that you enjoy the falling leaves. Hope you enjoy the warm rain today. And I hope that you enjoy the Lord and his presence and his love for you today. So let's pray. Dear Lord, I'm so grateful that we have this time together every morning to start our day with you, with each other, with hot coffee and the hope that a new day brings. And Father, for anyone that is struggling with hope right now, I pray that you would be near them. I pray that you would bless them. I pray that you would help them. And Father, for all today, I pray as we head out that we would be grateful for this gift of today that we get to live. And may we plan to be a blessing to everyone that we interact with. And may we bless them as you have blessed us. And Father, for those who those who've been richly blessed by you, I pray that they would live with a heart of gratitude and look for opportunities all day long to be a blessing to others. We thank you so much for your faithfulness, your trustworthiness, your goodness in our lives. And it's with great anticipation that we look forward to all that's ahead today. In Jesus' name, amen. Hey, I also wanted to mention that I got to visit with the parishioner that we sent the prayer request out for, that I mentioned, the young man that was having a cancerous tumor removed. He's 32 years old and the grandson of one of our parishioners. And I got to stop at our house yesterday morning and visit him. And I was just really blessed by his great attitude, his resolve and determination, the report of how well the surgery went, and the prognosis looks like by the end of November, he's going to start chemotherapy on his nodules in his lungs where it looked like the cancer had spread to. The cancer in his lungs was not as advanced as the tumor that he had removed from his abdomen. And so we're still praying for Michael, hopeful for him, and grateful for the surgery. And I was just really blessed by his joy and great attitude. And he just told stories of interacting with the nurses and the staff, and just had a heart full of gratitude and joy. It was and it was not the pain medicine. It was sincere and it was sweet. So thank you for praying for Michael. As I am updated on things and permitted to share them, I will. But thank you for your prayers and keep them coming. My brother-in-law, Glenn, who you've been praying for, is having another skin graft surgery Thanksgiving week, I think Tuesday of Thanksgiving, and we're still working out those details. So as far as possibly getting his mother out there for that surgery and that kind of thing. So we will see how that comes together, but I'll keep you posted on that as well. So. All right, guys, thanks so much, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. God bless.